Welcome back in the demo. Now I'm gonna play with logout functionality. So first what I have to do is log in. So let me do it right now. So I'll click login. And you see in the upper right corner that indeed I am logged in. My name is out there, David. You see the logged out button, right? So far so good. Now I am authenticated. So I'm going to first show you my authenticated session ID. As I already told you, my session ID is stored in a cookie. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to my cookies manager. I'm using cookies manager plus here because with this cookies manager, I can just easily play with the cookies in my browser. So what you can see here is that there is a cookie named PHP SesID. And well, this is actually my cookie with session ID. So this is very sensitive cookie, and this is actually my authentication cookie, right? Because it stores the session ID, the authenticated session ID. Okay, let me now do something like this. You see that the value is quite long and random. The name of this cookie is PHP SesID. This cookie is the host is example.com. So this is the cookie related with my web application hosted on the domain example.com. But the crucial point right now is that this is authenticated session ID, right? I'm gonna copy this right now and I'm going to paste it in a document here. So this is authenticated session ID, or in other words, this is my authentication cookie, right? Okay, now I'm gonna log out. So let me go to my web application. I'm gonna log out. And now you see that I am no longer logged in. In the upper right corner, you can see login and sign up. Let me go back to the cookies manager. The same cookie PHP SesID. And again, I'm going to copy the value of this cookie. But now this is a non-authenticated session ID because I am logged out. Let me copy this and let me paste it here. And this is non-authenticated session ID, right? Cool. So what you can see is like this. I logged out and my authenticated session ID was replaced by non-authenticated session ID. It's quite obvious, and the values are different. So I've got non-authenticated session ID, so I cannot get access to my profile. This is what happened on the client side. This is what happened in my browser. The question is, what happened on the server side? In other words, can I still use the old authenticated session ID and get access to my account or not? I shouldn't be able to do this because I logged out. But well, as I told you, it's important what happens on the server side, not what happens on the client side. And you have to check if your cookie with session ID was invalidated on the server side at the time of logging out or not. So let me check this out. I'm going to copy my old authenticated session ID. So let me highlight it again. Let me copy this and let me paste it to my cookies manager, right? I'm gonna edit the value of this cookie. I'm gonna paste it here and I'm gonna save it. So let's see if I can get access to my account or not. I'm gonna just refresh it. And voila! In the upper right corner, my name and logout. It clearly shows that the logout doesn't work as intended. It looks like that I am logged out, but now you can clearly see that I am still logged in because the cookie with authenticated session ID was not invalidated on the server side at the time of logging out. And this is how you can do this kind of testing. This is how you can check if this problem happens in your web application that you are testing or not. So yeah, this is it. And let me summarize. Don't trust very much in what you see, right? If you see something, don't make a lot of assumptions. Always think about the entire system and how it works, and think what can go wrong, right? So here, as a hacker, I don't trust what I see. I just understand the problem, and I want to find out if there is a vulnerability in session management here or not that allows me to get access to the account of the logged out user. I hope this is clear. I hope that you like it, and let me jump to the next bug on our list.